My parents stopped paying for my insulin so my sister could have the best wedding. When I was 9, my sister Vanessa got her first modeling gig, and my parents threw a party with champagne for 100 guests. That same month, I placed third in regionals for math and had to walk home in the rain because they forgot to pick me up. My teacher found me crying in the parking lot an hour after everyone left. That's when I learned where I ranked. Vanessa was the daughter they'd dreamed about, stunning and photogenic and effortless. I was the accident they'd had hoping for a son, the one who got type 1 diabetes at 6 and became expensive. Mom kept leather-bound albums of every magazine Vanessa appeared in. My medical records lived in a cardboard box in the garage next to the trash bins. By 12, I was managing my diabetes completely alone, because asking for help meant listening to them complain about test strip costs, while Vanessa's headshots ran 300 per session. I taught myself to calculate insulin doses, monitor my blood sugar, recognize the signs of highs and lows. My endocrinologist called me remarkably mature. Really, I just knew nobody was watching close enough to catch my mistakes before they killed me. At 14, I got into Berkeley's gifted math program, full scholarship, 6 weeks that could change everything. Mom glanced at the acceptance letter for 3 seconds before saying Vanessa had Fashion Week that month and they couldn't miss it. The program said I could take a bus. Dad refused, calling it dangerous. So I watched the opportunity disappear while Vanessa got 2 weeks in Manhattan with both parents attending every show. I started working at 15, lying about my age at a coffee shop where the manager didn't check too carefully. Every dollar went into a secret savings account for college because I knew they'd never help me. Vanessa had a $60,000 college fund Dad bragged about at dinners. When relatives asked about my plans, Mom would smile tightly and say I'd get scholarships since I was the smart one. Like my brain should pay for itself while Vanessa's face deserved investment. Then at 17, everything broke. I started feeling wrong in ways that went beyond normal diabetes symptoms. Exhausted constantly, nauseous randomly, vision blurring even with perfect glucose control. I ignored it for 2 months because complaining in my family meant being called dramatic. When I collapsed at work and woke up in the ER, the doctor's face went pale looking at my results. Kidney failure. Years of slightly imperfect diabetes management had accumulated into organ damage, and now I needed dialysis to survive. For exactly 3 months, I had real parents. Mom cried actual tears during my first dialysis session, staying all 4 hours even though she'd never attended a single endocrinologist appointment before. Dad took time off work, asked detailed questions, took notes like Vanessa's modeling meetings. They brought flowers and magazines and suddenly acted like losing me would hurt them. My nephrologist said with consistent treatment, my kidneys were improving, that I might avoid transplant completely if we maintained this care level. For the first time in 17 years, I let myself believe they actually loved me. Then Vanessa got engaged to Parker. The engagement party had 200 guests and cost more than my entire year of medical care. Mom spent weeks planning it while I calculated insulin doses alone again. 3 weeks after that party, she sat on my bed with her fake concerned face and said we needed to talk about treatment costs. She explained they'd been reviewing finances and my dialysis was more expensive than expected. Then she said Vanessa's wedding would cost $80,000 because she deserved a perfect day after working so hard on her modeling career. Mom used the word temporary 6 times while explaining they'd reduce my dialysis from 3 sessions weekly to 1, just until after the wedding. My kidneys had been improving anyway, she said, so maybe I didn't need as much treatment. I'd been at the appointment when they called my nephrologist.